Good morning. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive. Today is Thursday, November 7th. Welcome to the Westchester County Office Building, the McCallion Office Building, where today we will be presenting to the Westchester County Board of Legislators our proposed 2025 county budget. I'm joined by Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins, our Director of Operations, Joan McDonald, and our Deputy Director of Operations, Emily Saltzman. And then within the room, we're very pleased to have our Budget Director, Larry Sewell, our Finance Director, Karen Hablow, and a host of other key people within the executive branch, all of whose hard work went into the preparation of this budget. In a few minutes, we'll ask the Chair of the Board of Legislators, Vedat Gashi, and Legislator Jewel Williams-Johnson, who chairs the Budget and Appropriations Committee, to join us for the official handoff of the budget, in which case it's not our problem anymore and becomes their issue. We're also joined at the moment by County Legislator Terry Clements. We may have some additional legislators who will join us as well. And when the chairman and the committee chair are both here, we'll invite them to say a few words. This is the seventh budget which our administration has prepared and presenting to the Board of Legislators. We operate under a calendar year fiscal year, meaning that January 1st begins not only our calendar year for all of us in the society, but at the beginning of our fiscal year. So we're obliged by law to present by this time in November to the Board of Legislators all of the requisite materials that they need to be able to debate, discuss, and approve a 2025 budget. That includes an operating budget, special districts budget for sewer districts and for the refuse district, and then also a capital budget. We've submitted the capital budget not quite a month ago, so they've had that already to begin their review of that particular budget, and now they get the additional documents that come. When the chairman and the committee chair are here, they can talk a little bit about their process. They now begin the legislative review of the budget as we submit it to them, and it is open to the public. You'll see it online. You'll be able to go to the meetings that the board sets up for public input leading up to their adoption. We expect that sometime by no later than the middle of December, we'll complete our work. There is a process by which the board may make changes, by which as an executive I have the opportunity to line item veto or overall veto. We have not had to do that over the course of time because there's a negotiation process that goes on between the executive and the legislative branch. And here at the county, we've never failed to complete those negotiations satisfactorily and have an on-time budget so that it's in place by January 1st. But this budget is a $2.5 billion plan. It prioritizes vital services for this county, and it upholds fiscal responsibility. This proposed budget maintains the same tax levy as in 2024 for the county general fund, marking the sixth consecutive year that we have presented a Westchester County budget without a property tax increase. Ken Jenkins will help me in the presentation of these things, and I'll let him talk a little bit about that fiscal policies of the county.
Thanks, George. So this budget comes after those 5 years without the general fund tax levy increasing on the heels of Westchester County being recognized by Fitch Ratings with the prestigious AAA credit rating. S&P Global Ratings revising its outlook for the county from stable to positive and affirming its AA plus long-term rating on the county's general existing obligation bonds, and Moody's Investor Service affirming the county's credit application as an A1 stable rating. Other key measures supporting the county's fiscal health include adequately preparing for labor contracts, avoiding borrowing for operating expenses, and refraining from using the fund balance and maintaining cash flow without borrowing. And the tax freeze that was just announced by the county executive is, again, for all the people of Westchester County as we recognize the challenging times everyone's in.
Now, we'll each cover some of the component pieces of this budget. First, affordable housing. The 2025 budget places a significant emphasis on the need for fair and affordable housing. The county will be launching this year the Office of Housing Counsel to provide grants for legal services and eviction diversion. This was part of a law that was passed by the Board of Legislators, signed into law, now to be fully implemented in 2025. $50 million has been allocated for affordable housing development. We covered some of this in our capital budget presentation. Additionally, we are continuing to fund various housing subsidies and eviction prevention programs, including $500,000 for on-call planning consultants to expedite the implementation of affordable housing and flood mitigation projects. The county will also be enhancing the Fair Housing Community Program through the revitalized Human Rights Commission.
For the public safety and probation and emergency services area, the proposed 2025 budget is again that fourth consecutive budget that provides record funding of $303 million for public safety. That funding consists of $78 million for the county police, $161 million for the Department of Correction, $46 million for the Department of Probation, and $18 million for emergency services. The budget includes funding for a new class of correction officers and 308 sworn police officers. The funding is continued for the highly successful HERO program, which provides recruitment and retention services and initiatives to assist our local volunteer emergency service agencies. The Threat Assessment Management Team, the TAM team, in the Department of Public Safety was created to prevent targeted violence through a collaborative team approach. Additionally, Westchester County continues its strong commitment to programs and services to assist victims of domestic violence with over $5 million for legal, therapeutic, medical, and training programs.
This budget also deals very directly with health and mental health issues, and they're important in this in the priorities of this county's policies. The budget continues our partnerships with the federally qualified health center networks. It continues Project Alliance, which is a multi-pronged program to address the needs of county residents with behavioral health challenges, and to do so in concert with our law enforcement organizations. The county is developing a mental health outpatient clinic at 112 East Post Road here in downtown White Plains, and the county health department will also be continuing the community vaccination clinics in partnership with the Yonkers School District and establishing a lead rental registry to protect Westchester families. Dollars are also being allocated for the telehealth program for seniors and the maternal mortality community programs.
As far as economic development and tourism, to further the county's effort on the area of economic development, the 2025 budget provides for continued MWBE technical assistance and procurement fairs, programs for expansion of the local biosciences sector, support for entrepreneurs and our workforce development programs in healthcare and clean energy. The Office of Tourism and Film will continue to further support Westchester County's hotels, restaurants, attractions, and the continued support is expected to drive increased revenue, job creation, and expanded opportunities for the county's tourism partners for when 2022 was a $2.2 billion effort.
Next are environmental initiatives. Environment and climate resiliency represents initiatives that we find very critical in our government. We have a municipal electric vehicle charging grant program, Climate Action Council's Planning Institute for Technical Assistance for New York State grants for municipalities, expansion of our free compost giveaway days, continuation of the municipal food waste program, and institution of several new recycling programs, including fats, oils, and grease recycling at a household material recovery facility in Valhalla on the Grasslands campus. Additionally, 304 of the county's fleet of buses are now electric hybrid or fully electric, greatly reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. The remaining 21 diesel buses will be replaced with electric hybrid or fully electric buses throughout the course of 2025. Over 600 new electric vehicle charging stations are in process of being installed all across the county for public use.
The 2025 budget also addresses affordable child care and food security. The county has earmarked $78 million for child care subsidies, an increase of $22 million from just last year. This budget continues the funding for food pantries to address food security and food security issues, and the continued work in partnership between all of the fantastic organizations here in Westchester County.
These are just some of the highlights of the budget. The document is multi-pronged, and it includes lots of different areas of public policy, which the Board of Legislators will go through in some detail. So I'd like to ask now our Chair of the Board of Legislators, the Honorable Badat Gashi, to join us at the podium, along with the Chair of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, Jewel Williams-Johnson, and she's joined by Terry Clements, who's also a legislator here, so that they're all up on the dais. We'd appreciate your comments, and then we'll make the official handoff of the budget. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, County Executive Latimer and Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins, and a big thank you to Larry, Joan, and Emily for putting together this budget. It is a balanced budget. It is fiscally responsible budget, or at least it purports to be. We're waiting to receive it. We take that review seriously. It is a thorough review that happens mostly through the budget department and, budget committee, and chair of the budget committee, Joel Williams-Johnson, is here, and we'll be talking about the public hearings that we have, because a vital part of this process, in addition to our review with the committees, with the departments, is hearing from the public. And so we invite you all to join those public hearings. We understand that nationally it's a tough time financially. It's a tough time for governments. It's a tough time for individuals, and I'm proud to be part of and promoting a budget that doesn't seek to unload that burden to the taxpayer. We're doing everything we can here to make sure that it's a balanced and fiscally responsible budget all at the same time. And thank you again to all for your parts in this process. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm Jewel Williams-Johnson, Chair of the Board of Legislators Committee on Budget and Appropriations. And as Chair, I want to extend my appreciation to the County Executive and his entire team, whose energy, skills are so evident in this proposed budget for next year. The effort The effort invested by the administrative staff as they crafted each of the department's budget speaks to their genuine commitment to meeting the needs of our community while being mindful of our fiscal responsibilities. As we enter this review phase, my committee members and I are ready to dive deep into this proposal, ensuring that every decision is made with the well-being of our residents and the prudent use of their tax dollars in mind. We obviously are more than aware of these uncertain, concerning, cautious times, but we're hopeful, and we welcome reviewing the details of this proposed balanced budget. Looking forward to reviewing the cost control measures, the strategic reductions, the fact that there are no new department positions included in the budget, avoiding a general fund increase, and as well as there are no layoffs in this budget. Also looking forward to the increases that are projected through the red light camera system, the school bus stop arm initiative, adult cannabis use, and sales of county property, as well as reviewing the proposed budget for the special districts, the sewer and the water districts, and the refuse district. We look forward to reviewing all of that. Keeping in mind, generally, county taxes constitute approximately 15 to 20% of the total property tax of property owners in our county, and also keeping in mind a solid fiscal strategy that guides us. We are dedicated to reviewing and then approving a budget for next year that serves the true best interests of our entire county. We'll start reviewing this initially on November 12th at 10 a.m. Our meetings can be viewed online on our website at westchesterlegislators.com. The two public input sessions are on Thursday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Joseph Caputo Community Center in Ossining. Then the second one on Wednesday, November 20th, starting at 5:30 p.m. at the Greenberg Library. Yay, Greenberg. And the public hearing, the last opportunity, will be on Wednesday, December 4th at 7 p.m. here in the Board of Legislators chambers on the 8th floor. Again, super thanks to everyone. I'll give a big shout out to Larry Sewell, our budget director, and Greg, our budget director for the Board of Legislators. Again, thank you so very much.
Terry?
I'd like to thank the county executive and his team for passing off this budget. They worked very hard to make sure that we would have a budget that we could live with in 2025. Me personally, being head of the Public Safety Committee, I'm very excited to see that our budget looks good in that area. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Terry. This is a moment for which I recall 25 years ago to this day, I was standing where Vedad is standing now and received this budget. And next to me was the head of Budget and Appropriations Committee of that day, the Honorable Richard Wishney. So we've come a long way, baby. In 25 years, and the stability of this county is a subject of importance to all of us. We look forward to the input of the Board of Legislators, the Republican members, the Conservative members, and the Democratic members all together, and we look forward to working through the amendments. They will certainly make changes to the budget. We'll discuss those changes and try to come to a common understanding of all of them. But for this moment, Mr. Chairman, ladies, this is now your headache. Congratulations. Good luck. As the chairman said, this is a process that's open to public scrutiny, which includes members of the press. You're welcome to reach out to the Board of Legislators, 995-2800, or to our executive branch at 995-2900. I want to thank the various department heads who are here with us today. Karen Hablow, our finance director, Larry Sewell, our budget director, County Attorney John Nona is here. The head of our Office for Women, Robbie Schlaff, is here. Michael Orth, our commissioner for our Department of Community Mental Health. We also have Bridget Gibbons, part of our executive team, as Director of Economic Development. Karen Pasquale is with us here, and a host of other individuals who are all very critical to this review. Let me just close by saying this is my last budget as county executive. I don't know what the process will look like, but I'm sure we'll go through it with the same diligence that we've had in the past. It is important for us to remember that what we're doing, while it is a set of government actions, has impact on the people who live in this county, our neighbors, the people who we consider our friends. We have tried diligently over a long period of time, certainly the Richards and I, who go back a number of years, Ken was a former chair of the Board of Legislators as well, to do this job honestly and diligently. We have examples of other levels of government where this process is much more contentious, in some cases never results in a full budget being adopted, but just continuing resolutions to keep government open, which is really no way to run an airline. But we in Westchester County take this seriously, and we take this as a cooperative effort. This is, in fact, democracy. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive. Thank you for watching. We look forward to interacting in the process in the days to come. Have a good day.